So this video is a part of a collaboration called Quick and Easy Meals. Quick and Easy Meals is being hosted now by the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, Simply Grace Lifestyle. We have Jean Home Decor and more, and we have back Debbie Bubbles. So I am so excited. I hope that you guys join us, guys, in this collaborations. Let's get started on how we made this low carb meal. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, also Simply Grace Lifestyle. So in this video today, I'm going to be using stuff that I already have in my refrigerator to make a low carb or no carb meal. Come on with me, guys. Okay, so we're going to use up a little bit of this olive oil that I have left. And we have a large pan right here, so we're just going to go ahead and use all that. I wouldn't say it's more than a tablespoon. Really wasn't that much in here, so we're going to use that. Now, I already cut up a whole onion. This was not a big onion. I'd say maybe a medium onion. So we're going to, I already have that cut, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in the pan. We're going to wait for that to sizzle. Now I have some leftover chopped meat, which I'm going to use, and then I also have just a few shrimp here. Let me tell you what I have. This is starting to get hot. Put the onion in there first, guys. And the next thing that's going to go in is the cabbage, but I'm going to be using cauliflower rice, great value brand. We're also going to be throwing in this broccoli probably last, and then between the cauliflower rice and the cabbage, we should have a nice amount of, instead of rice, we're kind of replacing it with the cauliflower rice. And the cabbage just gives it that crunch, guys. So I can hear it already sizzling. We're going to come back when this has a nice sizzle. Okay, so we do have a nice sizzle here, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. Because I probably should have browned the meat first, but it's okay because we have that onion flavor already in there. I'm going to move the onion to the side, and right in the middle, we're going to go ahead and place the leftover chopped meat. Okay, now let me get my, I don't even know what you call this, but it breaks up the meat. So we're going to go ahead and use that. While that's sizzling, I'll even lower it a little bit. And we definitely want to do the shrimp a little bit later after everything's already cooked. Okay. I don't like wasting anything, so you have to improvise, guys, and use what you have. So we're going to use some salt. So my house seasoning is salt, pepper, garlic, and oregano, Italian seasoning, and sometimes, or almost all the time now, I've added Knorr. Okay, Knorr chicken bouillon powder. There's some black pepper, and here is some garlic. You can put it any kind of seasonings that you guys like to have. And here's the Italian seasoning. I have a little bit of oregano over there. Now, I'm going to lower this a little bit. Go ahead and keep cooking this until it browns. We'll come back after this is brown, guys, okay? It smells so good. Okay, so this is almost brown. So I'm going to keep using we're going to go ahead and start mixing all of this together. So now I'm happy. Okay. Like I said, I have leftover ground beef. I also have some shrimp that we're going to add a little bit later. Because the first thing I like to do is add the Knorr. Let me go get that. And you can add spicy if you guys like spicy. So it's the Knorr chicken bouillon, but it's the powder. Okay. so I'm going to add some of that. And then I'm going to add this little bit of water, guys, because we are going to open this bag of cabbage. So I'm definitely going to add, I'm going to add about a half a bag. Because we're using cauliflower rice, I don't have to use all of the cabbage. And always remember, when you add something, you check it for spice. Every time you add something, check it for spice. Isn't that looking amazing? And I didn't even get to the rice yet. So I'm going to use cauliflower rice, which really makes this dish no carb, except for whatever carbs are in the vegetable. So that's looking amazing right now all by itself. We're not going to add the broccoli till later, or the shrimp. So shrimp really doesn't take long to cook. Alright, so we're going to use the whole bag of cauliflower. So you know we have to check for spice. But what I would like to do is cook this down. I get in the habit of adding salt and pepper and re-seasoning. Let it cook for a few and then come back and taste. Taste it for salt and pepper and anything else that you're adding to it. Doesn't that look amazing? So this is going to be cooking for a little bit. And I'm going to come back and check it in about 10 minutes. And I am going to up the number to 6. Every stove is different. So you don't want it to be cooking too fast, but you do want it to cook through. So I'm going to cover it for 10-15 minutes and let's see where we're at. Okay, I might need some more water, so let me do that. Okay. This is just so it can steam some of these vegetables through. Alright. Let me get the cover for this. And then we'll come back in like about 10 minutes to check it for spice and to see the consistency of it. Then we'll go ahead and add the broccoli and the shrimp. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me turn this up to 8. I'll do some cleanup here. While that's cooking, you can always clean up. And like I said, yeah, there it is. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes and we'll see where we're at. All right. Okay. All right, let's see how this is looking. Now I'm gonna add some other stuff to this, because I love Asian flavors, and I'll show you what I'm going to add. Doesn't that look amazing? Alright, so this is perfect rice consistency. I haven't tasted it yet, but I know the flavors I want in here. So we are going to do the broccoli, and then I'm going to throw the shrimp in, but not right now. Taste it for flavors. This is going to be amazing, guys. Alright, so we got some cabbage here. I'm going to move that over there. And let me show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to lower that. Now, Asian food has a tendency to use sugar. I'm not going to be using sugar. I'm going to be using my pure packets, okay? So this is sesame seed oil, so we definitely want some sesame oil. We already put in olive oil, but I use that mostly for flavor. Then I'm just going to use a little bit of this rice vinegar. I'll say a tablespoon. And this I absolutely love is the hoisin sauce, so we're going to be using some of that. Okay. That is about 2 tablespoons. Okay, and we are going to add a little bit more water here. And I am going to turn this up. Let me go get the sugar. You have to improvise when you can. We're not trying to use sugar, and I'm not trying to use carbs. Wherever I can not use it, I'm not going to. So, after we mix this up, I'm going to throw the shrimp in. So I'm using 2 packets of the organic stevia called Pure. Okay, and that should be more than enough. Let me get this mixed around. I don't want to break up the broccoli, which is why I didn't put it in there with the cabbage or the cauliflower. Now, I'm going to go back in, add a tiny bit of salt and pepper and garlic. My favorite spice. See, it looks amazing. So basically what we're doing is we're making some Chinese food without rice. Look at that. This looks good. Alright, so I'm gonna do salt. You add as much salt or as little salt as you want. When you're using Asian stuff, you have to make sure that you're testing the salt. And just kind of using black pepper. You can change these spices, guys, to the way you cook. Okay, we are gonna add some more garlic. That's about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna say a tablespoon. And I'm running out of Italian seasoning, so let's just sprinkle whatever I have in there, which wasn't much. Okay, mix that in, taste it, and then I'll drop the shrimp. We're going to raise the volume. I'm going to raise it on high till I get a nice sizzle, and then I'm going to drop the shrimp. Alright, let's get a nice sizzle, and we will be right back. Okay, so doesn't this look amazing, guys? Look at this. Oops. This looks amazing. Alright, so we dried up all the water. I'm going to go ahead and drop that down. Right. Wow, this smells so good. Alright, so now is when I'm going to go ahead and drop the shrimp. I'm going to make a circle here and drop the shrimp. Right here. Okay. Let's see. I need some more water here. Just a tiny bit. Okay. So we need to let that steam through here. So what I'm going to do is put the cover on it, and we are going to steam that. I guess we'll leave it at 6. I'm going to give that about another 5-10 minutes. Turn everything around, and I think we're almost ready to head on over to the review, guys. Sounds exciting. I'm so hungry. Okay, so I write all of everything looks cooked. I already tasted the spice. It tastes absolutely amazing. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to get ready to serve, and we are going to head on over to the review. So look at that. So this is, I'm so glad it's like food for a couple of days for me, because Matthew doesn't eat this. So I'm going to shut that off. Serve myself a small plate here. this, move it over here with the spoon. Okay, let me bring you over here. All right, so this is what it looks like. Absolutely amazing, guys. So we have beef and shrimp. We have some cauliflower rice and some cauliflower and some beef. So broccoli and cabbage. And it's the cabbage that's mixed, guys. So this looks absolutely amazing, tastes amazing, and there's no carb in this except for whatever little carbs you find in the vegetables. So here we go. Let's head on over to the reveal. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed showing you. If you liked the video, click like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified each and every time I upload a video. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless you guys. Amen. Amazing. I can't wait to dig in. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.